And welcome back to I Love EditorX. So today it's the third part of the search tutorials, how to create custom search for your site. In the third part we want to cover how to create a dynamic search that already showing you results as you type, and not like in the previous one that you need to actually search for something and only then click to go to a specific search page. So this is the final results and this is how it works. So this input when I start typing something, so let's start typing Bob and we getting results immediately. So if I change start typing for number 2, I get the 2020 and 2019, and if I keep typing, let's say 2020, the result is updated. So we getting live results, and if I click specific article, I go to the specific page, and because all this component is inside the master, so I can research from here and I get dynamic results, and I can close it and everything is working properly. Alright, so let's see how I build it in the editor and how basically you can build it in your site. So this is the editor, and you can see that this is like a blank page. Why this is in a blank page? Because I like to work on masters in specific pages, so it's more easier for me to manage them. So I create an empty page and it's have a unique name, master menu, just for me to understand what I'm dealing with. All right, so let's see the layers panel. We have the header itself. Because it's in fixed position, it has to get a fixed height. You can see here the height is 60 pixels. So basically 60 pixels is how the header is look when the search result container is hidden or collapsed. So inside the header I have a main container that holds all the information. It has a grid. Let's see the grid. So the grid look like this. We have 2 rows, and the first row is holding the menu and the input, and the second row is holding the container with the repeater that display our results. And you can see that it's max content. Why it's max content? Because in the default mode this container is collapsed. Okay, you can see here in the code property. I need to select the container. Why it's look like this? Oh, okay. This is the container that hold the repeater, and you can see it's collapsed on load. And when it's collapsed on load, that means that is row, when it's set to max content, is basically 0. Okay, so inside this container we have another container that hold the repeater, as I said. Okay, so inside the repeater we have the see all results button, and we have the repeater itself. You can see here when I type in something, let's type 2020, I don't see the see all results. But when I type B, because B holds lots of results, you can see all results, because I display only 3 items, because I don't want the header to grow infinitely if I have lots of results, and we will see how to do it. All right, so we said we have a you know what, let's break it so you can see exactly how I build it. So let's edit the grid and let's set it to pixels. All right, and now I can drag the repeater outside. So we have repeater, and we have this container that holds the repeater, and you see without it this menu look exactly as I plan it to be. So if I need to take it back, actually I want to add another container, because you can see when I the animation when it's so basically when the animation starting, when I open the menu, there is some animation. You see this bob, you can see the animation. It's not very smooth. I need it to start from here. So I will add another container right now. Let's add container, and I will cut and go inside the main container right here and paste it. And now I will make sure that it sits from row 2 to 3, and I can stretch it. What happened? Okay, it needs to start from 1 to 4. Alright, but it have a border, so let's remove this border. We don't need it. And now I will set it to be overflow hidden. So everything is going out, it will be hidden. And I will apply grid to it, but in just a second. Let's take this container, inside, and I will stretch it, and now I will drag inside my repeater, and I reposition it so it fills this container, but I need to add margin of 100 pixels because of this button. Alright, and I will make sure that this button is on top everything, so I can click on it. Alright, so this is how it looks, but I need to fix the grid. So let's apply grid to this one. Adjust grid, edit grid. I don't need this row, this column. Let's remove it. So we delete column, and now I will set this one to be max content also. Alright, so everything is set as I need it to be. And last thing, I need to make sure that my warper container, let's see it again, let me find it, this one, adjust grid, this should be max content, this is great, and the last one should be also max content. Alright, perfect. Alright, so let's start to connecting everything. So what we need, basically we need to get the event each time this input is changed, so we can go and get posts, right? So I already give it a name, I called it master input. So let's open the master page and let's add event. This event is called on input. Each time the input value is changed. Okay, great. So instead of if you remember, we already created like in the master, I have here a 0. In the master page, in master code page, we create in the last tutorial, we created a code that go and get the posts, right? It's right here. when we click on this button, we go and get the post. So we can use, no, we don't get the post, we go to the search page. So let's go to the search page, and in the search page we have this, where is it? Get posts, right? So, but we need, now we need this function to run on all pages. Why? Because this is in the master. So the best thing to do is to create this function in a separated file, in the backend file. So let's go to code files, create backend, new web module. Okay, so I click it, I will call it search, and click enter. Okay, so automatically it generates a new JavaScript file for me. I can delete everything, and I will create, I will just pass here this function, and I need to import the week's data so I can use queries. Alright, and we don't need this function because it's basically related only to the search page, and this function should be exported. So export function, and we need to wait to these results, so I will make it also async function. Alright, so the query is the same, but you remember that we are I need to limit my queries to only 3 items, so I can go here after the contain and add limit only 3 items I need. Okay, so what I need to, every time I call this function, I need to get the search value to search for, and I need to return these results, right? So let's return the query, and we need to return the results. Alright, so now in the master page I need to call this function, right, to the get posts. So I need to import this JavaScript file, this function from a specific JavaScript file. So we call this function get posts from backend search.jsw. Alright, so what we need now, we need each time we have on input, so let's cut this function from here. This is all my practice code, so I paste it here in case I will forget something. Alright, so this is our code trigger each time user click here something. So I know that this event can bring me the information of the value, and it's look like this. So let's set const value equals to event target event target value. This is hold the value of this input, and then I need to say I need to get post, right? So I can set get posts, and I can pass the value to this function, and so I can also set a wait, so wait for to get it, and this should be also async. Alright, and now I can set const posts equals get post, and now I can set console log posts. Okay, so this function should now bring me information each time the value is changed, so user typing something, and it should go to this backend file, the search backend file, and this backend file, and get the results and return and get the result for me and return it to same function, and then I can call post. So let's see if it works. And remember that this is in the master, so I can call this function from anywhere. So let's refresh our browser. And now here I can, let's search for 2020, and you see I can get all the queries. So the first one we get 3 items, and the last one we get 2 items. Why? Because in 20, if you remember, we have 3 items because we have 20 and 2019. You can see it here. The title here is 20, and the first one, the title is holding 2019. Alright, so we get the right results. Okay, what's next? What we need next? After we get the results, we need to set this information inside the repeater, right? So I can select the repeater, and we have event on item ready. So again, let's cut it from here and paste it here. So this function is to set the results for each item. So here I can, after I get the post, I can set let's select our repeater. So how we call it? Repeater 3. Okay, let's change it to master repeater. Alright, so now we need to update this function because we changed the name. Alright, so master repeater data equals to posts, but it's not enough because we need to say to the data itself where should I put each information. But we already create this function inside the search page, so we can basically go here, and you can see we have repeater item ready. So we can just copy this one, go to the master page and paste it here, and I just need to make sure that I have the right ID. So this one is image x5, and the title is this ID, and I don't have here a description, only title I display. Alright, and you see that I don't use the index, so I can remove it. Alright, so let's see if it's works. Let's publish the site. So right now we should get the right results and also display it correctly. So now if I search for 20, oh, we forgot to actually open the menu because it collapsed on load. So we need a function to open and collapse the menu, the repeater drop down. So let's create a function toggle master search repeater box to be specific. Alright, so we can store our warper box. Let's say box equals to, and let's go to the layers panel, and we can see that this is the ID. I gave it already a specific name. So how I call it? Master search repeater warper. All right. So we need to expand it, right? So we need to check if box is collapsed. We need to expand it, right? Box expand. Else box collapse. All right, and we need to call this function where after we get the posts, but we need to no, basically right here we can call it, I think, after we get the posts. Oh no, if I don't have any post, well, it doesn't matter. I need to open it, right? No, I need to check if this input is empty or not, right? Because I don't want to open it if there is nothing here. If the user types something and delete everything, so I need to close it, right? So let's check if, you know what, basically this is for the whole function. If input, you know what, we don't need it. We can go to the event maybe. Not, let's do it simple. So if master input value is different than empty string, so let's do all this right here. All right, let's check it. So let's refresh. And now when I click here, I will refresh again just to make sure. When I search 2, it's expand, which is great, but the post is not updated. Let's see why. Let's see why. Maybe we have an error here. Yes, we have. Oh, because I passed the post directly to this data, but it should get post items. Post items. All right, let's see. Because results hold lots of information, but we need to get specifically the items. All right, so let's search for 2, and we have 3 items. Let's keep typing. 20. What happened? 20, 20. Oh, okay, it's working. No, it's not working. What happened? When I'm deleting something, it's collapsed. So let's see. Because this function is no good. Basically, it said if it's collapse, expand. If it's expand, collapse, right? So let's break it to 2 functions. Let's break it to open and close. Open master and close. All right. So to open, we need only this one. And to close, wait, I delete something else. And to close, we need basically just to collapse it. So now we need to call here just open. Let's check it. Reload. 20. I delete one. Okay, it's working now. 20, 19. Perfect. Alright, so now I need to say for this close button to close it, right? So let's add another function and select our close icon and simply on click, let's copy it from here and paste it here. When we click, just close this one. Alright, so it should work. I won't check it, but I want to add an animation because it's very drastic, you know, when you click and it's just pack, it's boom, it's expand. I don't like it. I need something more soft. So let's add a animation to this function. So basically, after the box is expand, so I need to make sure it expand and only then to make the animation. So let's await, let's set async function, and then here I can say await, and then I can say Wix animation, but I need to import this service. So let's import it. Import Wix animation. Okay, let's go back here and let's say Wix animation timeline, add, and we need the first step to this repeater to be in offset, not this repeater, the warper container. So it's basically, let's select it from here, it's this ID. But oh, we already have it right here, the box. So we create animation on the box, and what is the animation is first be in opacity 0, okay, and the Y position will be, I give a random number, like let's say minus 300 pixels, and the duration will be 0. Okay, so we don't see this animation, but the second part of the animation, the opacity will be 1, the Y position will go back to 0 position right now, how it's look right now, and let's set 500 milliseconds, and finally let's play the animation. So to do that on close is different, because if I put the animation after the collapse, so first step the box will collapse and only then the animation will apply. So we need to do it backwards. So we need to play the animation first and only then to collapse the container. But this one is not returning the promise, but we can call but the animation have another function called on complete, when the animation is complete. So after the animation is complete, I can simply call box collapse. So let's see if it works for us. Refresh, I start typing, I get in results, and we have animation. If I click close, it's not working. Oh, I know why. Because I have extra script here that I don't need. So right now it should be and it should be opacity 0 and Y minus 3. Alright, so now it should work. Let's refresh it and let's start searching. We get results and perfect, right? Perfect. And it's come with us and everything just looks good. Alright, what else we need to do? Okay, there is the button that said see all results, because if I type B, I have lots of results. and I display only 3. So I need to give the user as an indication that if there is more results or no. So how can I know if there is more or results, because I limit the result to 3? So basically there is an API for it inside the query. So you can say, if my query has next, okay, after I limit here the query, I can call results has next, and it return true or false right here. You can see true if the results has next. So simply I can pass this information also from the backend function. So let's go to the search backend function, and here, instead of returning the results, I can return an object that will say items is results and has next is results has next. All right, and to make it clear, let's break it. All right, so now I know I can get this information, true or false, for next results. So in the master page, I can simply say right here, after I get the post, I call posts item. Now post is an object that holds, oh wait, so here I need to pass the items. All right, so now I get the items, and now I can ask if posts has next, this is the key, has next is true, so I don't need to say nothing here. If it's true, what we need to do, we need to show this see all results button. So basically we can say it more nicely like this. Posts has next question. If it's true, so but let's give it a great name. Okay, so it's see all results button. All right, so see all results button, if it's true, so show it, right? And if it's not true, hide it. Very simple. All right, let's see if it's worked for us. So I know if I type if I search for B, I will get lots of results, right? So let's search, and then I need to see the see all. So let's search for B. I can see all results. If I search for Bob, which I know already that I get only 3 items, 20. So this is not working right. Let's see what we get here. Has next is false. So if it's false, oh no, I need to hide it. Right, I said show twice. So let's refresh it, and then let's search for B. We can see all results. If I search for Bob, more specific, I don't have it. But now I can see the button, but if I click here, nothing happened. What I need to do, I need to go to the search page right here, and it should display like I searched already for B, right? And see, in B I have lots of results. I have actually 14 results. So I can set something like this. Basically, I don't need to ask if I have more or I don't have. I can make this button I can make this button all the time hold this value, the search value. So I can basically not copy it, but I can say I can change the value to be a global variable. So let's copy it and paste it here, and we said let, I will call it search see all results button value. Alright, and it will be, for now it will be nothing. Okay, but then here I can set value equals to no, basically see all results value, and here to pass this one. And now I can set no, basically it should work. Why it's not working? If I search for Bob, for B, and I click see all results, oh, okay. All we need to do, because this function is applied for this search, but we need to just duplicate it for this button. So we can simply set let's revert our changes, we don't need it. We can set also on click, just to copy this function. Okay, so right here below it, and instead of copy this function twice, I can, let's make it simple. Let's copy it, paste it here. Let's see if it works. All right, so let's refresh the page and let's search for B. And if you remember, if I click here, I need to go to right. I go to the right page and I get the right query. But because we are in the same page, so let's try it from the home page. Okay, let's search for 2. Oh, we have only 3 results. Let's first search for A, and now I will go to see all results. I go to search page, and it already searched A, and I get 18 results. Perfect, right? So I really love it. Let's search for Apple. I get immediately results, which I really like. And see, let's search D. It's very dynamic, and I can go directly to the post page, and I have this ability to search and get results immediately from any page around the site. Okay, you see, now I don't have any results, so let's take care of this problem. So we need a simple text that show information that we don't have any information for this value. So I will paste it inside the container that holds the repeater. All right, so let's Control V, and it's right here. All right, so let's simply set no results found, right? So No results found. All right. So let's give it a specific ID. It should be hidden on load, right? The default, it should be hidden. So master no results message. All right, so here I can check the value. Right here we have a event that check the value each time it change. So here we are asking if the value is empty or not. We don't care about it. But here, after we get the post, I can check if I can do it right here. Master search repeater box. Okay, and I can check right here. Again, if posts items length is bigger than 0, so what we should do, let's do equal to 0. So what we should do, we should show this message, else we should hide it. All right, I think that's it. So let's refresh it and search for terms that we know that we don't have results for it. Come on, just reload. All right, so let's search for 20. We have 3 results. Why we have 3? We have 2 results, but let's search for 2022. We don't see it. Let's reload again. 20. Yeah, I don't see this text. So if posts items length length let's refresh again. So no results found, and 20 I see the items. So let's search for Bob. We get 3 items, and I will add B. No results found. Perfect. All right, so that's it. And basically what we should do, I need to create another page inside here, inside this menu, that will hold this code for how to do it. And I didn't do it in the past videos, but I promise I will do it right now for this one, the third one. And till then, keep building amazing site on EditorX. Oh, and another thing, if you want to get a copy of this site, so write me in the comments or send me an email and I will try to do it. Okay, so yeah, till next time, yalla bye.